Hello, I'm back again. For this video, I'll be using this thinker mold. If you want to purchase this mold, I put the link on the description. Please check it out. This would be my first time to use this mold. And I really like the quality of it for a cheap price. Like this mold, I've been thinking of what design I would do with it. Then I remembered my favorite design, the garden one. As usual, we need to measure the resin. My resin is measured by weight, so I need digital weighing scale. If your resin is by volume, measuring cup is needed. I remembered one time, I watched a resin video tutorial here and I was in awe when I saw that he only eyeballed the measurement of the resin, wow, and it cured really well. I wondered how many years he's been doing resin that he only eyeballed the measurements. Anyways, for the beginners here who are watching. If your resin is 1:1 ratio, then you need to mix 1 part of A, which is the resin, and 1 part of B, which is the hardener. For an instance, 10 grams of A and 10 grams of B. If the ratio is 2:1, you need to mix 2 parts of A and 1 part of B. For an instance, 20 grams of A and 10 grams of B. And if the ratio is 3:1, you need to mix 3 parts of A and 1 part of B. For an instance, 30 grams of A and 10 grams of B. In this video, I'm using 2:1 ratio of resin. I mixed 100 grams part A and 50 grams part B. Accurate measurements is necessary to perfect curing. I've received many inquiries on my IG regarding their projects that didn't cure well. And the first things I asked are, what is the ratio of your resin? Is it by volume or by weight? How did you measure it? And most of the time, their problem is not understanding the ratio of resin and how it is measured. So if there are beginners here, I hope my explanation helps so you don't waste a lot of resin cause it's very expensive. If you have other questions, you can find my videos here on my channel about resin for beginners. I'm also offering a very cheap ebook about resin crafting for beginners that you might want to read and learn before you try resin crafting. It's the cheapest resin for beginners ebook that you will find in the market. If you are interested, I put the link of my Etsy shop on the video description. If you're using liquid pigment, please shake it well. Sky blue liquid pigment. Mix well. Set aside. These are the other materials that we need to create the garden. Fiber fill or cotton. Blue liquid pigment for the sky color. Dried leaves. Dried flowers. Butterflies. Step 1. Spray the mold with pure isopropyl alcohol. This helps to eliminate bubbles underneath the molds that creates air pockets, resulting to crater-like holes after demolding. Step 2. Pour clear resin on the bottom part of the mold. Step 3. Put the stones. Tap 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 to release the bubbles underneath. More clear resin. But not too much. More stones. Step 4. Tilt it so the clear resin won't flow to other parts of the mold. I put support under it to keep it tilted, so the clear resin will not flow towards the head part. Step 5. Put the flowers in resin before putting in the mold to help with the bubbles formation. Dunk it in there. And see the bubbles coming from it. Press the flower carefully to release the air pockets that produces bubbles. Do the same with the leaves. Step 6. Put the fiber filler or cotton. Any of the two will work fine. You can also use white polymer clay, but it's too white for my liking, it looks like cartoon. In the next step, you can now remove the support under the mold that keeps it tilted. Step 7. Put the blue resin. In this part, I did a mistake that I just realized later on the process. If you will do this, you will avoid many bubbles if you will also dunk the fiber fill or cotton in the blue resin first before putting it on the mold, just like what we did on the flowers. You will see later what I mean. At this point, you should pour the clear resin too to avoid the blue resin flowing to the flowers. Press the fiber fill down to squeeze it and let all the bubbles arise and pop. I'll also add clear resin to separate the blue resin and the flowers. Added more fiber fill too. See all the big bubbles arising? This is what I'm saying about dunking the fiber fill first in resin before putting in the mold to prevent bubbles like this. I almost forgot the butterflies. Now, spray with pure isopropyl alcohol to pop the bubbles on the surface and let it cure for 12 to 24 hours. Cover it while curing. After 24 hours, we're ready to demold. How do you like it? Let me know in the comments what do you think of this resin project. I'll put white paper as background so you can see it clearly. It's like a person that's sitting in a vast, peaceful, beautiful garden and just thinking of all the good memories in life. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next video. Please like and share if you enjoyed this video. Thank you.